Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. And if you know anything about me, I could care less about who is playing. I don't watch the Super Bowl for the sport, I watch it for the social interaction with my friends and for the food. Who can turn down junk food on a Sunday with friends, beer, and lots of fun and stuff, right? But what I want to talk to you about today is not Super Bowl Sunday, it is freedom of speech. Hot topic on Facebook and on the news in the past week, and even longer than that, maybe a year. There's a lot of confusion about what is freedom of speech? What is hate speech? Do you have the right to say whatever you want? Do I have the right to complain about it? Should I be offended when you say something nasty? Here's where it comes down to. Freedom of speech is absolute. It is not, you don't get to pick and choose what you want to defend for freedom of speech. If you're going to stand up for freedom of speech, then you stand up for freedom of speech all the way. You don't say, I stand for freedom of speech, except when you say something like this. Or except when you say something I don't like. Or except when you say something that may lead you to think something that's dangerous. And I could go on and on and on and on. Here's a better definition of freedom of speech. And here's someone talking about it even more eloquently than I am, because I'm not eloquent. I wish I were. But I believe in what I'm saying. And I know what I'm saying is true. For that reason, I want you to think about, where do you exercise your freedom of speech? Do you want to go out in the corners with a bullhorn and talk to people that probably don't want to listen to you? Do you have something interesting enough to say to have a university invite you? Even though there is controversial topics that you want to talk about and you may be shut down with violence, allow me to invite you to start a blog. You know, I've given you so many reasons to start a blog. Start a business, share your art, promote your cause, talk about your nonprofit, talk about your business, talk about all kinds of things. That's what a blog can do for you. But amidst all those different reasons and the fact that you can make money from a blog, just like I do, and that you could change minds and hearts, just like I do, let me tell you that a blog is your domain. A blog, you get to do whatever you want on it. When you post whatever you want to post on Facebook and claim it as your space for freedom to voice your opinion, whether it is mainstream or dissenting, you're actually mistaken. Facebook is not free. Facebook does not respect our Constitution. Nor should it have to. It's a private company. They don't have to abide by our laws. That's one thing that freedom of speech doesn't have. It doesn't have reach into our private entities. An employee can tell you to shut up about whatever it is that you want to talk about, because it is their private right. It is their company. It is their thing. Same is for Facebook. This is why people get banned on Twitter. There's nothing really you can do about it. Twitter makes that decision solely and exclusively on their own, at their own discretion. But nobody can shut down your blog. Yeah, sure, there's hosting companies that may say, hey, we don't want to host that because whatever. Move to another host. Move to another host. There are hosts out there that will respect all views and points, and it doesn't matter what you say, because they respect the freedom of expression and freedom of thought. Talk about as much as you want on Facebook and express yourself without fear of what you have to say, because I may not agree with it and your friend may not agree with it, but somebody agrees with it, and you can change people's hearts, you can change people's minds. And even if you don't, this is your right to freedom of thought and freedom of expression. And that is why we have such progress in technology today. because of freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of discussion, and the ability to debate issues helps us come up with new ideas, improve what we have, and develop our culture, our society further. All the way from the worst ideas to the best ideas, because somewhere in between are the ones that are going to move us forward. But you can't tell which ideas are good and which ideas are bad if you try to censor some of them, or if you allow other people to censor yours. So start a blog, make your voice heard. Have a good Sunday. Bye.